What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me no more. What is
by strangers. She don't know the dangers one drink could lead her to. And if she falls, it's all my fault for doing a good woman wrong. I can't be far behind her. Oh Lord, help me find her before my angel is gone. Looking for my blue angel, the same one that flew from my arms last night. If you see my blue angel, tell her that heaven without her feels like hell tonight. Last night when she left, I told myself that she wouldn't go too far. Now I'm not so sure how long her tears could last in a stranger's arms. She's wounded, I know, and feeling so low. She could fall at any time, and I don't know what I'd do if I were to lose that precious angel of mine. Looking for my blue angel, the same one that flew from my arms last night. If you see my blue angel, tell her that heaven without her feels like hell tonight. Yes, tell her heaven without her feels like hell tonight. Her telephone rang about 9:15. She heard his voice on the other end of the line. She wondered what was wrong this time. She never knew what his calls might bring. With a cowboy like him, it could be anything. And she always expected the worst in the back of her mind. He said it's cold out here and I'm all alone. Didn't make the short go again, and I'm coming home. I know I've been away too long. I never got a chance to write a call, and I know this rodeo's been hard on us all. But I'll be home soon, and honey, is there something wrong? She said don't bother coming home. By the time you get here, I'll be long gone. There's somebody new, and he sure ain't no rodeo man. He said, I'm sorry it's come down to this. There's so much about you that I'm gonna miss. But it's alright, baby, if I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne. Gotta go now, baby. If I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne. He left that phone dangling off the hook, then slowly turned around and gave it one last look. Then he just walked away. He aimed his truck toward that Wyoming line. With a little luck, he could still get there in time. And in that Cheyenne wind, he could still hear her say, she said, don't bother coming home. By the time you get here, I'll be long gone. There's somebody new, and he sure ain't no rodeo man. He said, I'm sorry it's come down to this. There's so much about you that I'm gonna miss. But it's alright, baby, if I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne. Gotta go now, baby, if I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne. She never knew what his calls might bring. With a cowboy like him, it could be anything. And she always expected the worst in the back of her mind. sitting here so lonely, so lonesome I could cry. Blue, oh, so lonesome for you. Why can't you be blue over me? Now that it's over, I realized those weak words you whispered were nothing but lies. Blue, oh, so lonesome for you. Why can't you be blue over me? Why can't you be blue over me?
Well, another day spent crying all day about a man in a suit, in a blue suit, crying. Trump didn't fall asleep. Knock it off, Doug. Been crying all day about a suit, Doug. And here's the sad part, Doug. Hold on a minute. Stand by. And we're back. Doug, you've been crying all day about a blue suit. Another lie, though. It's just another lie. Don't you get tired of it? Don't you get tired of fucking lying? Who even? I don't even understand anymore. Like, this is actually insane behavior. This is insane. This is insane, Doug. Doug, are you going to call this out? This is insane. I don't even have to explain why this is insane. I don't even have to do nothing but show you this picture. And you're going to say, what the fuck kind of lie is this? This is just as if we ain't going to see the picture, the whole picture. Zoom out of that. Go ahead and zoom out. Go ahead and zoom out here. Give me a fucking break. There's tons of motherfuckers in blue suits, son. There's so many motherfuckers in blue suits. There's a lot of blue. Even a woman in blue. And nobody owns it. Look at this. Look what he's wearing. This motherfucker can't even put a suit on but a boat. Oh, hell. Get back on him. Get back on him. Y'all worried about Trump to bless. This motherfucker has all kinds of blue suits. Silly. But look at this. Look at this shit. Good God. This motherfucker here. Can he not get a suit? Is there a picture of him in a suit? Does it even exist? Why won't he wear a suit? You're bitching about Trump in a fucking. Oh my God. You're bitching about Trump in a suit, pretending they can't wear blue. I mean, what are you? What a bunch of nonsense. What a bunch of shit. And that's what you spent your whole day on. Crying about a suit. Marilyn Mann, that was getting old. You realize nobody gives a shit about Marilyn Mann. And they deported a mother and her 2-year-old because the mother wanted to take the 2-year-old. What are you supposed to do? Nah, ma'am, you can't take your daughter with you. What the fuck? She's getting deported. She's here illegally. She's taking her kid with her. What is it? What is the issue here? What are we supposed to take the kid, give it to the government? Yeah, better off with the mom. Better off on Honduras with the mom than with the government. Doug, there's tons of fucking blue. Suits are normally blue or black. It's normal, Doug. Gray. There's tons of motherfuckers in blue suits. It's bright blue. Will you go sit down, hush? You sound stupid. Can you ever just take the L? Meanwhile, Lazinski over here, he ain't got nothing to say about him. Why won't he put a fucking suit on? Look at this shit. This motherfucker will not put a suit on. What about this woman in blue? You got nothing to say about her? All kinds of blue in this. What about this woman? There's tons of blue, Doug. This dude has gray on. What is this motherfucker? Look at this guy. What the fuck is he wearing? Look at this guy. Look at this guy in a green hat. I just noticed the green hat. Fucking Joe Biden. I didn't know Joe Biden was there. Good God, there's Joe Biden. Wow. This fucking guy. This guy right here. Fucking serious. Joe Biden. He looks photoshopped and everything. Don't it look like somebody just like now that you've seen him? Don't it look like somebody just added him in? Like it looks like somebody just added the motherfucker in. Am I wrong here? What in the fuck is that? It's like fucking somebody drew a bitch in there. What the fuck is that? I don't know, Doug. It ain't that serious, I don't think. Like it's fine. Like y'all just got you're just looking for something. Quit making shit up and wasting everybody's time. It's your fake stories. Nobody gives a shit. I'm telling you, people's gonna start blocking you if you don't knock it off. Because every day, right now they've been on there all day talking about Hitler. Hitler arrested judges too. Will you shut the fuck up? Two judges got arrested for doing shit they weren't supposed to be doing. One of them had a gang member in that. Will you shut up? You're fucking dumb. Trump's arresting judges that disagree. What does that got to do with having a gang member living in your house? An illegal gang member. What the fuck does that got to do with anything? Are you retarded? These arguments are terrible. These outrages are just retarded. You're supposed to believe Hitler's here to get us. Enough about fucking Hitler, man. I'm so tired of hearing about fucking Hitler. If it ain't these motherfuckers crying about it, you got them Jew haters fucking want to tell you all about Hitler. We get it, man. Gives a fuck, man. Nobody want to hear about fucking Hitler all day? Comparing everything to fucking Nazis and shit? Get a fucking grip. Is Obama there? Where's Obama? No Obama? No. No Obama. Well, you gotta get invited, right? Just by invite. No fuck Lazinski get an invite. What do you mean, put a suit on. That's insane. Gotta quit making shit up, wasting everybody's time. Every day you gotta see some dumb shit. It's all made up. It's all bullshit. It's getting to the point where the safe bet would be just to not believe anything you say. Who's got time to work? They deported a 2-year-old child. You've been crying about Maryland man for a month. You've been crying about this, crying about that. I'm just kind of tired. Who cares? Deport all the 2-year-olds. Who gives a shit? See, that's the problem with all this outrage all the time. You got this much outrage about everything. 2-year-old gets deported, you're outraged. A fucking gang member gets deported, you're same level of outrage. And so pretty soon people just tuning you out. Nobody gives a shit. They're on Twitter all day. I don't even know what they're saying. It's just insane. It's like we're in a crisis and we gotta rise up. Like, what does that even mean? What does that mean? What are you gonna do? The fuck are you gonna do? I mean, you're already like blowing up cars and shit. I mean, fuck. You're telling me you're gonna get more unhinged? Over what? A fucking judge getting arrested who was breaking the law? What's the problem? I never complained about a tan suit. What are you fucking talking about? Retarded. The obsession with the illegals is going to cost you the election. You just can't stop. You're obsessed with the illegals. It's weird. Don't make no sense. And you can't focus on anything else because that's all y'all want to talk about. Y'all screaming about illegals. And how would people get? I mean, what the hell? You're like having a nervous breakdown because they're deporting illegal aliens. And you didn't even save your outrage until they were deporting like regular people. You went right for the gang members and you just went crazy. So now who cares? You're going to be outraged about everything. Ed Kreiser fans posting pictures of Hitler. Find that tweet. Yes, there he is. I'm telling you, they unhinged. Where you see this? Why is this so fucking funny that they're just posting pictures of Hitler and shit? It's so fucking funny. Just on the fucking timeline, posting pictures. He's done it like there's multiple tweets. I'm telling you. You've seen another one. Look at like drawing pictures. Or maybe it was Brian Kreiser's dance. It's so fucking stupid. Hitler begun his rule by attacking the courts, branding judges rotting timbers of the state. His smear campaign gutted public confidence in the rule of law, cleared the path for Nazi centralization, and crushed judicial independence. Oh my god! I mean, what in the world is he talking about? I mean, these people are retarded. One judge had a fucking illegal gang member in his house with guns and shit. The other took the illegal wife beater out the back door to evade arrest. I mean, what are you talking about, Hitler? Seems like a crime to me. The judge takes the guy, the illegal alien, who's getting charged with beating his wife, takes him out the back door, helps him evade arrest, and she gets charged with some shit. Yeah, that makes sense to me. What is so scary about it? What am I supposed to be afraid of? Like, it's so funny watching you guys get all bent out of shape about some wife beater, some goofy judge who breaks the law. You're crying about that. Always crying about these are criminal judges. You cannot be a judge and take the motherfucker out back, help him evade arrest. Kind of sense is that, man? You damn sure can't have them in your house and shit. Had nothing to do with they didn't like Trump. What the fuck are you talking about? They didn't even say nothing about Trump. What sense does it make to have a country where a judge, when you got ICE and the FBI in the hallway ready to arrest this guy and deport him, which is the fucking law, and the judge helps the dude evade them? Like, what the fuck kind of shit? Kind of dumbass shit is that? What's the point of having all this shit if it doesn't, if they do shit like that? What's the point of all of it? Yeah, that was AI, dude. They're posting pictures of Hitler. They're carving swastikas into people's cars and shit. It's weird. Weird thing. Oh my god, the A people. Oh, oh no. Trump deported multiple U.S. citizen children with cancer. Now you really believe that? Rolling Stone. God forbid they take their children with them. God forbid. You can't come here illegally and you're living here illegally. Now you're supposed to be in the country and then you stop popping out kids and they're citizens. Automatic, like what? These lunatic liberals want the government to like take the kids and deport, you know. If you deport the parents, you gotta take their kids with them. You fucking lunatics. Like, the way the liberal thinks is so weird. It doesn't make no sense. No sense whatsoever, Doug. Well, I'm assuming the father wanted to keep the kid here and the mother wanted to take her and the mother won out. As women usually do. So there you go. Deported the baby, the mother, and the sister. Back to Honduras. I'm back home. You're going home. Doug, what do you think about sending them home? And they act like it's a nervous fucking breakdown. Look at Kyle Kalinske. A federal judge raised alarm Friday that Trump administration appeared to have deported a 2-year-old U.S. citizen to Honduras with no meaningful process, even as her father was fighting to keep her in the country. Oh my God! Oh, taking a picture of Trump while he's sitting there for pretending he's asleep. While you ignored Joe Biden sleeping all the time. You ignored all that. Give it a rest. Give it a fucking rest. We're, we don't care about Snow White. We also don't care about Joy Reid enough. Show's canceled. Get her out of here. She came to get the green card. They sent her home. Sent her home. Actually, that's probably not even a real story. Liberals just making shit up. I'm telling you that liberals have lost their mind. I mean, they fully just lost their mind. So anything they post, you read because I just showed you the blue suit shit. I mean, what the fuck was that? You zoom out, you see the full picture. Tons of motherfuckers in blue suits. So the liberal has completely lost it, lost touch with reality. Anything they post, got to be skeptical about it. Stern, you had a nervous breakdown last night. You had a nervous breakdown. What is wrong with being deported to the country you're from? It's the big fucking deal. Nobody gives a fuck. It's defending Canada. Brzezinski was begging for money again. Well, now what? I mean, they've got nothing. They're crying about Hitler and the fucking suit. I mean, this is getting pathetic. 2-year-old deported. Who cares? Who gives two fucks about it? They ought to start deporting the people crying about it. Just get them out of here. Get them out of here. The Krassistans can be sent somewhere else. They can be sent, and maybe there's a little bit of a mix-up. One of them ends up in Seacott with his head shaved in there. I'm a journalist. What are you doing? You can't put me in here. And then they throw him in that dark room with the little hole. They say, if you don't hush, we're gonna put you in the hole. He's like, you can't do that. It's unconstitutional. And then they say, all right, I told your ass. And they throw him in there and shut the door. And he's in there wailing and wailing. Be careful, Kradwistans. Be careful, Doug. Be careful, Stern. You might end up in Seacott. You might fuck around and end up in Seacott. You better quit crying about Trump all day. Because you might end up in Seacott. Some would say it's where you belong. Some people would say that you belong in Seacott. That's what some would say. Some want to see you there. It's just crying all day. Crying about measles. Somehow RFK is responsible for the measles or something. Some nonsense. No, Rosie can stay out of the country. I'd like to see Trump place a ban on when they leave, they can't come back. They gotta stay away for the rest of the term at least. An executive order. When they try to fly back in, nah. You was terrified. You gotta go. You said it was not safe, so you stay out of here. It's like when they come back to Twitter, they're all like, oh, I'm done with this. And here they come. Here they come back. Because they post on other sites. Nobody's even over there. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit on Twitter either, though. See, Stern's been having a nervous breakdown. There is no wife. It's a delusion. Stern, you need to get help for the delusions. Take you to dark places. You hurt yourself or others. Stern. You need. Don't wait. Go tonight to your local nut house. What's the official name for it? Mental health facility? Sounds pretty nice. Go to your local mental health facility and say, please help me. Please help me. Why would I want to be married, Stern? Stern, we all know you're about 15. You need to go get help. Go tell Daddy to help you. If he's there, say, help me, Daddy, please. I'm on the internet crying again. I'm spiraling on the internet again. I didn't ban you, though. I did last night because you were unhinged. You were spamming and you were blowing up. People's phones were going off, ringing in the night. People's phones were ringing in the night. Grandmama was yelling from the other room, what's all that racket? Put that phone on silent. And people were like, what the fuck is going on? What is it? What is happening? And you were unhinged. You were having a nervous breakdown. because there is no wife, there is no job on the computer. There's just loneliness, misery. It's even sadder though to think of him in the bed with the wife, furiously typing on that phone, furiously typing away on that phone, becoming the typing world champion. You've done it. You've done it, Stern. He's furiously typing away, but there is no wife. There's just that lonely darkness that he sits in. He sits in it and cries. Help me with what, Stern? What are you trying to help me with, Stern? I don't understand. You got to calm down and explain it. I don't think I need any help, Stern. I don't want to be married to that woman, Stern. That's the whole point of divorce. That was 10 years ago, Stern. You realize that? That's a weird thing to be dwelling on as a total stranger. Some shit from 10 years ago. It's strange. It's unusual. That's why I said you need help. You need to go down to the mental health facility and say, please help me. I'm a danger to myself and others. And get the help you need. And tell them about the delusions. I believe I have this wife and I have I have a job with a computer. Stern, I wasn't even a conservative when I was married. What are you talking about, guy? That was 10 years ago. I was a liberal, Stern. It's strange, Stern. You gotta get some help. Hold on, Stern. I'm gonna get me a drink. While you get some help. What do I need help with, though? I feel fine, Stern. Stern, I didn't sit on the computer all day watching Trump at a funeral. I was at work, Stern. I mean, of all the things that happened today, you want to talk about the fake news of you saying Trump went to sleep. I mean, come on, Stern. That's silly. That is silly shit, Stern. Why not get some help? Stern, why not get some help for the delusions? No children were sent to seek out you, retard. Maybe they should be, huh? Maybe some of these little brats need to go to seek out. Stern is unhinged. I do, Stern. I want your ass in Seacott. Then we'll have peace. We'll have peace then, Stern. Take one for the team. Doug says you're par. Yeah, they're all the same. We're you gotta get some help. Not anymore, Stern. We're sending you all to Seacott. You're going to Seacott, Stern. You're going to Seacott. That's Par's alter ego and that he made in his mind. You know, when you're such a loser and you're so alone, maybe you come up with an alter ego. Maybe you come up with a man in your mind. He has a wife and a job on the computer. Jacob Larson ain't even in here. Oh, this motherfucker's delusional. Oh, you're gonna wish you were dead when you're put in the hole of Seacott. When you won't kneel down and do what you're told, they put you in the hole. Here's where you're going. Get ready.
So, apart from those legal fights, the fact remains that the
And
U.S.
Trump's gonna
has
sign an
sent
executive
hundreds
order
of
that you
people
have
to the
to wear a
notorious
mask at
mega
all
prison
times
in El
now.
Salvador known
You
as
know, he wouldn't
CICOT.
want to get spread
For more
COVID.
on the conditions inside that facility, we turn to Noah Bullock. He's the executive director of Cristosal, which is an international human rights group based in El Salvador. Noah Bullock, thank you so much for being here. Who are the prisoners held in Sikot, and how does that?
I don't want to. I want to see it. I don't want to hear. Motherfucker. I want to show Stern where he's going.
The United States this week began deporting Africans and Asians who are in this country illegally, not back home to their countries, but to Panama. Panama, along with Guatemala and El Salvador, has agreed to take people deported from the U.S. no matter where they are from.
El Salvador's president said he will accept deported criminals for a fee. The money, he said, would keep his prisons running. The State Department has long warned about harsh conditions in those prisons. Lilia Luciano got a look.
It takes about a 90-minute drive from El Salvador's capital to the most notorious prison in the country. We knew we were close when we noticed all cell phone service was blocked. The official name of this place is the Center for the Confinement of Terrorism. Inmates call it by its acronym, SECOT.
I've been asking for over a year and a half for access into this place, and this is the first time we're getting in.
These are the most violent criminals in the country. And this is where El Salvador's president has offered to house some deportees from the United States. The stated capacity is 40,000 inmates. We were surprised when we learned it's only half full. The U.S. would send deportees convicted of crimes. Exactly what kind is unclear. We saw cells with anywhere between 80 to 100 men crammed inside.
We are not allowed to interact, to speak to any of the prisoners. They are all staring at us. It's so striking to see them.
Inmates are outside of their cell for just 30 minutes a day, and no visitors are allowed.
Is it possible to get a tattoo like this if you're not a gang member?
No, you gotta kill.
Marvin Vasquez belongs to the infamous MS-13 gang. He was arrested here in El Salvador. The government declared war on the gangs in 2022.
Are you going to be here the rest of your life?
Yeah, the rest of my life. We murdered a lot of people, and this is the consequence of what happened to us. It's like that Titanic, that we were big and strong gang, but we got hit with the iceberg. Like, try to act strong in the day and cry in the nighttime.
You cry at night?
Yeah.
Most Salvadorans support President Nayib Bukele's efforts to lock up gang members. But advocates for migrants in the United States worry this is no place for anyone but the most dangerous people. Noah Bullock is the executive director of Cristosal, a human rights organization.
When you heard that Bukele offered to receive U.S. deportees, what came to mind?
I worry about the idea that people who are undesirable in the United States can just be sent to basically a transnational penal colony without any guarantees of rights or due process.
And Lilia Luciano joins us now. Extraordinary access, Lilia. I know you had to be afraid, but how likely is it that migrants from here are going to be sent there?
Okay, that's a good question. Look, the agreement is that the people who would go to prisons would be convicted of crimes, but El Salvador can receive deportees of all kinds. We've seen in Guantanamo, we thought it was going to be people who were violent, and half of them don't have a criminal record. And what I did learn about the system in El Salvador is that there are, according to the studies and the advocates, thousands of people who are held without evidence, indefinitely, without communication to the outside world, in basically what they're calling a black hole of human rights, and that those prisons are worse in terms of conditions than Sikot.
Well, black hole is right. Lilia, thank you so much.
Well, don't come illegally. Yeah. You're going there, Stern. You gonna fall in line with Trump? Or you're going there?
All right, we're go in here.
Even as I'm stepping through these doors, I don't fully grasp what we're about to walk into. Suddenly, you're hit with the intense gaze of dozens locking onto you. These men described as the worst of the worst, tattooed with reminders of El Salvador's dark past. It's tense and uncomfortable, but here, officials say comfort isn't meant to exist.
There's no mattresses, there's no sheets. You've got a toilet over here for them to go to the bathroom. You've got this basin here that they use to bathe themselves. And then you can see there's a barrel of water that they can drink from.
This is a rare look inside El Salvador's terrorism confinement center, known as SECOT.
He says there's always somebody standing here in front of the cells. And then if you look up, there's another corridor with more security personnel. Luz 24 horas. 24/7 light.
The prison sits like an isolated fortress, nestled in mountainous terrain, about an hour-and-a-half drive from the capital. Even with government officials on board with us, we're stopped a mile out.
Oh, okay. He's gonna inspect bags now too. Okay, we're clear to get back in.
Once you're in there, Stern.
Only to hit another checkpoint. Approaching the main gate, our cell signals vanish.
Far away from home, far away
Want to do a full search on us before we enter?
SECOT's director, Belarmino Garcia, greets us and takes us through a rigorous security check.
Wedding ring. So this is like airport security on steroids. Anything that we're carrying with us. Móvil aquí, teléfono. Okay, anything we're carrying with us has to go there. And then there's a body scan that continues on the other side. Okay. Shoes off. This one back on. Gracias.
Once cleared, we toured the vast campus, starting with the armory.
He says they have to constantly remind themselves that they're dealing with essentially the worst of the worst, and for that reason, they need to be ready for whatever risks they might face. It's been equated to 7 football stadiums. It's almost multiple prisons within the prison. You can see off to the distance, there's 3 different rings as they describe. The far end, you have one that's 9 meters high of concrete, and then above that, 3 meters of electrified fencing.
15,000 volts.
15,000 volts.
More than 1,000 security personnel, guards, police, and military are stationed on site. Inmates are assigned to one of 8 sectors.
The director tells me the inmates, once they're inside one of these sectors, they never leave. Everything is done within, including doctors, as well as legal visits or court hearings.
Each sector holds more than 24 large cells.
Roughly 80 inmates per cell, but it can fluctuate.
Most bear the markings of the gangs that held this nation hostage for decades, committing brutal acts of violence.
You gotta kill people, you gotta rob, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
You have to do those things.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
And if you didn't do those things, you wouldn't...
You wouldn't be a gangbanger.
We meet 41-year-old Marvin Vasquez, shackled and heavily guarded.
What gang were you part of?
MS-13.
And do you have any gang affiliations?
Yeah.
You're going there,
I'm tattooed up.
All that crying ain't gonna stop it.
What is this?
Crazy criminals. Say crazy criminals. Yeah. I made this clique in 2011.
You made the clique?
Yeah.
You were a gang leader?
Yeah.
What is it like to live here?
It's probably not a hotel 5-star, but they give you the 3 times the food. They give you some programs. You go to do exercise. Some church religion programs too.
But that's limited to just 30 minutes a day. The other 23 and a half hours, they're kept inside and locked up.
For inmates who get violent with other prisoners or guards,
we're going to close the door. I just want to get a sense of... Wow.
solitary confinement awaits.
Ready, Stern.
The only light you get is through this hole. And they can be in here for 15
You're going to be running
days,
that mouth.
potentially. All right, I'm ready to get out.
15 days. I feel like 15 years.
Critics point specifically to the prison's strict control and isolation of inmates, calling it a violation of human rights.
The director brought up that a lot of folks will raise concerns from a human rights perspective and an abuse of human rights, that he's calm hearing that because he sees it day to day, the process they go through to maintain, as he sees it, proper punishment.
While you're cut off from society here, whispers of life on the outside make their way in.
I've heard about it, that it's a new El Salvador, it looks different.
That new El Salvador has emerged under President Nayib Bukele, who took office in 2019 and declared a controversial state of emergency more than 2 years ago. It sparked an aggressive crackdown on crime. We see that firsthand as some 2,500 police and soldiers deploy into one neighborhood.
It's going to go on through the night.
So you were going to deploy the military, sir?
However long it takes for them to
we got
root
the
out
voting records. We voted calmly. You're out of here.
Suspected criminal elements.
Late last week, as the U.S. State Department lowered its travel
You'll be given
advisory
an
for El
option to vote
Salvador,
Republican in
citing
the
a
midterms,
significant
and
reduction
if
in
you don't,
crime, it also
right
warned
to
that
seek out.
Bukele's emergency measures allow authorities to arrest anyone suspected of gang activity and suspends constitutional rights.
Hola. Juan Carlos, yo soy David.
Juan Carlos tells me he was wrongfully held for 5 months at a lower security prison earlier this year. He says the poor conditions led to an infection in his leg.
He said he was lumped in and assumed to be part of a gang, and he said in part because of how he looked. He had long hair, he said he had a long beard, and he says he has tattoos, but he points out that for him,
It's
these
not
are
about
just
proving points
artistic
anymore.
expressions. They have nothing to do with being part of a gang.
You're going to CCOT. You're going to
The
rot in the
administration
prison.
has
in a foreign
acknowledged that
prison.
innocent people have been swept up in the crackdown, and they say more than 7,000 have already been released. They see it as collateral damage, and Juan Carlos, while frustrated with the
you can have a
tactics,
point in
believes under
CCOT, I
Bukele
guess.
his country is
Good luck
safer.
with it.
Is this headquarters for you guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Bukele's security minister targets gangs with an academic-like approach.
I heard you have a book. Is it true?
Yeah.
And this is a book that has the markings of gang members.
All the marks.
The minister compiling his findings from his nearly 30 years in law enforcement to help interpret gang symbols.
Wow, these 3 dots that says signify 3 things to the gang members, that they have 3 destinations essentially: jail, hospital, or cemetery.
From his office, he monitors crime reports in real time and keeps tabs on his officers in the field.
You can say, if there's a particular officer that's in an area that's in question, why were you there so long? What were you doing?
Of course.
And you can hold them accountable.
He even says the program they've built has started to incorporate AI, which can tell them
Where you have to put your police officer.
and yet most we meet seem unfazed by the added show of force.
¿Te sientes seguro? I asked him, I said, how do you feel with all these soldiers? I mean, there's a couple of dozen just even right outside his door. And he said, no, I feel safe.
I sat next to Jorge Moran on my flight in. His family fled El Salvador's civil war when he was 3.
Just coming to the airport, you feel the sense of like safety, you know?
Do you feel it in the U.S.?
No.
You don't?
No.
And you live in Indiana?
Yes, sir.
Jorge fully supports President Bukele, as do most arriving passengers, it seems.
And folks are actually stopping to get their pictures taken between President Bukele and First Lady.
Under Bukele's state of emergency, law enforcement have arrested more than 81,000 people. El Salvador now has one of the world's highest incarceration rates. Most end up in facilities like these, where they can work to reduce their sentences. The most hardened criminals, though, brought to Secot, where inside, a life sentence awaits.
We did bad things, we pay it the rough way, doing time.
And yet for many on the outside, the prison, now a symbol of newfound freedom, the new El Salvador, as they see it.
Be there. All the liberals will be there. And we're going to pay El Salvador to keep you there. And it's going to cost a lot of money, but in the grand scheme,
What you see
it's worth it. You see? gonna be worth it. So we're gonna have peace and quiet. Take all the screenshots you want. We're gonna arrest the judges. We're gonna completely take over, and we're gonna send you to CCOT. There's nothing's gonna stop it. That guy's gonna be waiting on you, Paul. That guy right there. He's waiting on you, Paul. He's waiting on you. You'll belong to him. You've been crying about Trump. You'll be crying about Trump. They'll put you in the hole. It's a great idea. Sending y'all to CCOT. What do you think about Lazinski begging for money? Why would we care if you get in the Discord? Who cares? Why not instead go get some help with the local mental facility? Doesn't that seem like a better idea? Spam. It's already been explained. You were spamming. You were unhinged. Grandmama. You were waking up grandmama. Everyone's phone was going off. Grandmama was like, "What's going on?" Oh. Sound just like Par. Okay, just like him. They want you to get on the mic. I'm about to go to bed anyway, snoring. Don't that bed sound nice? Oh, that whole milk stir. Wish I had some ruffles. Does that sound good?